Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy Thursday. I'm Terry, and thank you so much for being here with me. It's been a really long time um, since I've vlogged, and I'm back. I'm excited to be back. So much has been happening in my life, and I thought that we could have a little share with me sharing with all of you guys. um I'm doing this because I feel like it could really help so many people, because if you're like me or even just similar to me, then you're not alone. There's been so much going on in my life, admittedly good and bad, and then good again. Um, the bad is a lot of moving, back and forth. The insurance issues with the property have not been hammered out yet. So there's a lot going on with that. It's been so stressful. But just in general, me as a person, I know you're going to notice I play with my hair a lot. It's a habit I've had since childhood. So me as a person, I just in general on my own, even when things are going well, I suffer tremendous anxiety, like huge overwhelming bouts of anxiety that sometimes when it happens, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm a soldier. I can take a lot. I can take everything. I always have. It's just how I learned to survive, is to take everything, and deal with it as it comes, even as a child. So the reason for my huge bouts of anxiety is because I've had tremendous things happen to me from childhood by my family and my parents, um, my extended family and relatives, and even people who were friends with my family. So I've had a most toxic family upbringing, and I had a lot of trauma as a child, and it's really gotten to me. And I go through those days when I'm having really horrible anxiety. I tell myself that I'm a survivalist. It's what I do. It's what I have to do. And I make it through. But when it's happening and when I'm in it, it's just so real and so severe. And it's scary. But so know that if you've suffered a lot of trauma, and as a child and subsequently as an adult, you're going through the effects in a big way. It's because when you face all of your adversities and traumas, then it starts to really kick in and set in, and the side effects. So the side effects are major, Um, and that's the result of, malignant, narcissistic family. So how do I take care of it? How do I take care of myself? Of course, self-care is number one for me. And I always say, to thy own self be true. And you really do have to do that. And my best way of dealing with things is self-care, and it's good self-care. I don't cheat myself of high quality food, high quality products. I'm worth it. You're worth it. So that's how I do it. And in times of trouble, I make sure that I eat better, I drink better than ever before, even though I've always taken good care of myself. Because there are a lot of things that are out of my control. I have insomnia. I don't sleep at all. I have been seeing a new naturopath because the clinic that I went to before, the so-called naturopath clinic that I went to before, they completely scammed me. And that's a reality. If you want to see a traditional physician, you're not going to get that level of care, of holistic care, and you're not going to get to the root issues of your medical problems. Me, I like to go holistic, and it costs a lot. But that's not even the main part of it. The main part of it is finding a holistic practitioner or clinic or group where you're really going to get quality care and honest care. And that's really, really difficult because especially where I live in Southern California, there are so many options, so many providers. And a lot of them want to scam you. They do, because they want to push their IV therapies on you. They want to push even lasers and other things for aesthetics when you're going there for holistic care. And IV care is not always the best care. There are different types of IVs, and what goes into those bags is so important. You can't just go sit down and be shot up with a needle and think the fluids that you're getting in those IV bags are the fluids that are appropriate for you or are even quality ingredients. And it's a big thing. You should always ask questions. You should always educate yourself because they're not necessarily going to educate you. So you have to educate yourself. Do your own research. You have to actually, in all reality, you have to be your own physician before you find the right physician. So that's what I've been doing. And I did find one. She's really good. I had some issues with her in the beginning too, but that's my own abandonment issues that came up in the very beginning. She's been very good with me. And I haven't reached the sweet spot yet in my care. It takes time. It takes a lot of time, and supplements and tests, and there's so many different tests. I haven't even done all of the tests. I'm still looking forward to doing food allergy tests. I've spent a lot of money and time and a lot of effort, because a lot of effort goes into your care. And that's another thing. So I'm under this new practitioner's care. I'm in her hands, and I'm taking different supplements, better supplements. And my test levels were kind of really off the charts because the clinic that I went to before, and I have reported that doctor. He's actually a doctor, an MD, even though he said he's a naturopath. I mean, you can be both. You know, one is not exclusive of the other. It's not excluding of the other. But that clinic where he worked hand in hand with a bunch of these people who will make you more ill so that they can give you more supplements that you don't need, and even medication, and just keep making you sicker and sicker and tell you, well, you have to give it time, and you know, here, buy these additional supplements. You know, it's not about the spending, it's about the fact that you know, you can get sicker. So what happened by the time I went to the new one is that she had me get these tests all over again, and my levels were really off, and now we're working on bringing those levels back without medication. I am on new supplements, and sometimes even when you're not at the age where you need hormones, sometimes you take hormones to balance things out. So there's that. And so I'm doing different holistic methods to balance things out and hopefully bring my levels back to normal where they were. So yes, my markers were kind of sort of normal before I went to that scam clinic. But the thing is that as a result of suffering so many childhood traumas and adolescent and adulthood traumas that link to those childhood traumas, I had a lots and lots of inflammation in my body, and that's the number one reason why you get sick. And sometimes your levels will be normal, you can't figure out, then why are you sick? So I had a lot of inflammation. When I went to them, I was hoping they would make me better. They made me worse. And then they did create for me medical problems, so that when I got new blood tests, my levels were off. So we're trying to level those out without medication, and with the right supplements for just the inflammation itself. I am going to be going on a very strict cleanse soon. So that's going to be the second step in my new holistic care. But with that, I'm so thankful for all the blessings that I do have. And yeah, I'm working out every day. I'm taking care of myself. I love to explore and buy really good foods and drinks. I mostly drink water, but I do tinge my water every day with 1 tea bag for the entire day, because even like not decaf, you shouldn't drink decaf if you're trying to stay away from caffeine, because even decaf has trace amounts of caffeine. But like just like non-caffeinated herbal teas, still you should not be drinking a lot of those. So I use 1 tea bag every day to tinge my water, but I also drink a lot of hint water, because it's flavored in an unflavored way. So that's really good. It doesn't have anything in it. It just has the essence of berries or watermelon or different fruits. So I really love hint water, and that's a great thing if you want to get all your water. Of course, I have my Stanley cups, and I say cups because I have a lot of them, and they're really good. I found that dupes aren't exactly as good. They don't keep your hot liquids as hot as long as a Stanley does, because I've tested out a lot of drink vessels, so I know. And so I have my Stanley. It helps me drink my water and my tea. I have like 1 cup of coffee in the morning, not because I need coffee, because it makes me feel grown up, you know. So yeah, I know I'm old, but anyways, so I like to feel grown up with my 1 cup of fancy coffee in the morning. And it's either bulletproof coffee or some Asian indie companies that put out pour over coffees, which are really good. I love those coffee. I make sure that it is organic, because coffee has pesticides, so you have to be careful, you know, coffee or coffee beans, which are crops, pesticides. So, or I have another favorite, which is Laird coffee, and that has the adaptogens from mushrooms, which are really good. And I mean, you can't taste it. It doesn't taste healthy. It tastes really good. So I have that as well. Just 1 cup in the morning with breakfast. So I'm a vegan. I'm vegan for the animals first and foremost. And vegan also because after that, the second reason is I just lead a very clean lifestyle. I drink clean, eat clean, live clean. So doesn't mean I don't like gummy bears once in a while, and if you know, you know. But so yeah, this is what I've been up to. I'm back to getting my facials regularly to keep my skin healthy. I probably look pale today, and my eyes are looking unusually light because I'm not wearing makeup. But I am wearing this liner I got from Urban Decay. I love this liner. And I just wanted to like test it out, so I put it on right before this vlog. And yeah, so that's what I've been up to. And I want to encourage you guys, listen, whatever you're going through, and I know about going through stuff. I've been going through stuff since I was a child, since I was a kid, and I've always been on my own. I've always been by myself, alone, abandoned, neglected. I've had to handle everything myself. Let me just tell you, I've been through, I'm not going to make myself a martyr, but I've been through things that you can only imagine. And I've gotten through it, and you can get through it. I've been through a lot. Watch my older vlogs. I don't look like it, but I've been arrested. I've been in jails and prisons, and I'm not proud of it. I've even been in a state hospital, which was part of a case forever ago. I've been there. I've been here. I've been everywhere. I've been through it. If it's something to go through, I've been through it almost. Okay. Almost everything, not everything. And I've had the darkest nights, and I've had the darkest days. You can get through it. You have to love yourself through it. That's how you get through it. That and spirituality. I don't preach any specific religion or politics. It's just that this is what I've done, and this is what has worked for me. But one thing I insist is that you love yourself through whatever you're going through. Self-care should be number one, because when you're taking good care of yourself, you feel better and you're more encouraged and you get more energy. You guys, if you want to reach out, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to read any questions, any comments, anything you can share with me. You can contact me through my email, or you can post it down in the comments. And if you haven't already subscribed, hey, I'd love for you to subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and remember, I'm here for you, and I look forward to being back soon with some of my favorite products that I know you guys are going to love. And I will see you again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.